what if it's a story about two men falling in love? And what if the crux of the film is about one of the guy's father and the conversation between the father and the son?
So, जैसे कि लॉकडाउन हो चुका है एक्सटेंड एंड हमें लगा कि हम और लोगों से बात करें. Well, this episode has been quite a surprise because my partner Akshi also did not know.
Yeah.
So I'll give you guys a little hint. जब हमने हितेश को पहली बार देखा था तो मेरी बड़ी हो गई थी. Can you complete that sentence, Akshi?
Okay.
आँखों की पुतलियाँ. Right. So for those who have not been able to understand, where is it from? It is from the recent hit film Shubh Mangal Zyada Savdhan, and we have the writer and director of the massively hit film with us, Hitesh Kevalia. So, एक बार.
Thank you so much for joining us for this.
Thank you so much for calling me.
आपकी लाइफ का ये सबसे छोटा इंटरव्यू है. यहाँ आके कैसा लग रहा है आपको?
मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है क्योंकि ये लॉकडाउन के 40 दिन जब हो चुके हैं उस पर हो रहा है. So I am pretty excited, pretty good. Never done this before, so let's do it.
यहाँ आप कितने भी inappropriate हो सकते हो क्योंकि हमारी कोई ऑडियंस ही नहीं है, but it's fine. So my first question is कि it has taken you almost 20 years in the industry to be able to make your first film. तो यहाँ तक की जर्नी कैसी रही? मतलब पापड़ बेलने पड़े या सैंडविच खाते खाते पहुंच गए आप?
यार अगर पापड़ अच्छे लगते हैं तो फिर ये जर्नी एक्साइटिंग हो जाती है क्योंकि पापड़ तो बेलने पड़ते हैं. But also what it does is that any kind of journey it depends on what kind of a person you are and how you want to project yourself. Definitely एक struggle होता है, but that struggle is more internal in terms of how to bring your voice to a certain maturity level that it's ready for the world, and whether the world needs this voice or not, to understand that.
But first film तक आप पहुंचे कैसे sir? What is it that you were doing before this?
See, I started after school. I didn't go to a typical college in Delhi. मैंने फॉर्म भरे थे DU के सारे, but भरते भरते मुझे एक स्कूल का ही सीरियल मिला एक कॉलेज में. तो I asked him कि और क्या चल रहा है, and he said बस ग्रेजुएशन चल रही है, कभी कॉलेज आते हैं कभी नहीं आते हैं, कभी कुछ करते हैं नहीं करते हैं, हो जाएगी 3 साल ऐश कर रहे हैं. And I suddenly felt a pin piercing me that I don't want to waste these 3 years of my life getting a degree which is of no use. I'm sure it must be for some other people, but for me it was of no use because I was already thinking about a career in some kind of a creative industry. Okay. So I did go to a college. I did my graduation from DU correspondence, and I started working for a radio for a radio jockey. So I used to write a show called 10 se 11 in Delhi, and that's how I learned my first lesson in structuring, writing that 1-hour show. And then the journey began of writing for, doing copywriting for some ad agencies, doing theater and animation also, writing for animation, all those things. So in those 3 years, I really tried to do as much as I can to figure out what is it that I really want to do. And by the end of 3 years, I realized that film is something where all that I like, whether it's music, whether it's use of space, whether it's acting or writing, all that is converging into this space called film. And that's when I came to Bombay in like 2000 and did my first job here as an AD. And after working here for 6 months, I'd come after giving my entrance exam for NID. And while I was in Bombay, I got through the written and then the interview process. Then I spent NID doing my postgrad. Now, when I came to Bombay, again, there was this plethora of options that whether you want to go into advertising, whether you want to go into television, or whether you want to do films or music videos or what. So again, I started doing lots of things. I did advertising, I did freelance corporate filmmaking, short films, writing for television. And through these, it took me 7, 8, 10 years to come to this, to have my first film, which I wrote, Shubh Mangal Savdhan. And it got made because I had written 7 scripts earlier than that, which never got made. So yeah, it taught me a lot of patience, taught me a lot of nuances about the craft of writing and direction.
Wow.
And when Shubh Mangal Savdhan released, it was a natural choice for me to write and direct the next one. And it happened, Shubh Mangal Savdhan happened.
Hitesh, according to you, what is writing? Like, is it an art, or is it a science, or is it just a natural talent that you're gifted with?
I think it's a bit of everything, frankly. It starts definitely when you realize that, okay, what you're doing, what you're writing is being liked by people. So I realized that, okay, this is something which is innate in me. A line suddenly strikes. So once you realize that it's a gift, then you work on it and you practice. And that's where it's a craft which needs to be understood. It needs to be understood in terms of how you bring out your voice to the audience. What are the rules? What are the rules which need to be broken and how they need to be broken? And that's when you invest too much time in that craft, it becomes a science. It becomes a science which is very personal in nature. In the sense, it's like they say that filmmakers are practicing filmmakers, like a doctor, like doctors always practice. So it's always a to and fro method. Like you think something, then you write and you read it or narrate it, and then you figure out, okay, no, this is not working, so tweak it. And that's where you write a scene, you write an entire screenplay, you write a sequence, and you always refer back to it and go and rewrite. So that's where you understand the craft of it, and once it is mastered, it becomes a science. So once it is accepted, and once you are able to hone your voice, it becomes a very personal science.
Understood.
Right.
But today, as a professional writer, आपके पास deadlines होंगे, you have a house to run, and all of those things. So you cannot completely depend on an inspiration to strike. You have to make it into a format. So from that perspective, what is the kind of labor? कितनी घिसाई करनी पड़ती है? Do you still sit down and practice every day? How many hours do you spend writing?
I do. In fact, in the last, since the time I've come to Bombay, I've been sitting every day, if not writing, then thinking that what do I want to write? Thinking about an idea, how to put it across. So yes, घिसाई बहुत करनी पड़ती है, and that's where whether you can't escape that. That is something which you have to take it. If you want to be a writer, you need to write. You need to write every day. So there was a time when I started writing television. I wanted to write films also. So television was running my house, and I would finish my television work in the first half of the day. Get up early, write the scenes, and send it across. And once that was over, after lunch, I would sit and write my screenplays or films. So on a typical day, I would easily work 12 to 14 hours a day.
Wow.
Doing writing of all kinds. Like television writing, I used to write dialogues. Then when I used to shift to writing films, then I would work on story ideas, screenplay, dialogues, everything. So 12 से 13 घंटे लगातार मैंने 6-7 साल किया होगा definitely. And only when things don't happen easily in a industry like ours. They don't happen easily. So you need to not just put in labor, you also need to figure out how do you stand apart. What is so personal about your voice that makes you unique, makes your writing unique. So you need to not just write and understand the process of writing, you need to understand yourself also. And it's as much an internal process as it is an external. So वो पूरा process समझने के लिए ही 4-5 साल लग जाते हैं कि मैं कैसे लिखता हूँ, मुझे आइडिया कब आता है, मैं उस आइडिया को कैसे पॉलिश कर सकता हूँ.
How are you honing it basically?
Yeah, so that is very important, and that's the hard labor. It is not whether your script being liked by someone or not is the hard labor. Yes, that is the part of the process. But first, you need to develop your own individual voice.
But you know, जैसे बहुत interesting perspective मिला कि your voice and modern terms like आजकल वैसे भी इंटरनेट पे सब inner engineering की बातें कर रहे हैं. But I think this is what the kind of inner engineering is. What that is the thing that we require. But
Right.
आपका experience, and for those who are watching who don't know, while on a call with him, I was told that Hitesh has written over 5,000 episodes of TV. But from a writer's perspective, अगर voice इतनी unique है, तो आप film के लिए, TV के लिए, how do you shift? Because let's say you're writing first half, which is TV, the second half is, you know, your own personal scripts. How do you approach writing differently for these two?
TV is something which is much more massy, I would say. Film, still we decide, okay, I want to watch this film, so I'll go to the cinema hall, buy a ticket, and then, so it's a decision which I make. TV somehow at a much cheaper price comes to our home. I just need to switch it on. And if I don't like it, I just change the channel and something else would be running.
Yeah.
So in television, because of the kind of medium it is, it's a small box. Visual is not as important as what you're saying, like the dialogue or the emotion is more important. But in film, you need to give that larger than life experience. If not visually, then definitely emotionally. You need to be talking why this should be a film and not why this idea should be a film and not a television. That you need to understand. So मैं ये कहता हूँ कि my father used to go to office every day. ठीक है? अब वो रोज घर पे आते हैं. मुझे इसकी आदत है. मुझे अपनी family members की आदत होती है. तो when my father comes, I'll ask him every day, अच्छा, how was office? आज क्या हुआ? और वो भी उतने ही जनरल तरीके से बता देंगे, हाँ आज ये मिला था, उसने ऐसा कहा, फिर मैंने ये किया, हमने खाना खाया, हम आ गए. There's nothing big happening, but it's still important. TV is that. But when you're writing a film is that relative who's coming from abroad, who doesn't come every day. So when he is coming, you prepare, you get snacks, you make snacks at home, you set the house in a certain order, and you wait for the guests to come, and they will bring gifts. So it's not an everyday occurrence. So you need to give that kind of a bigger experience in film, and television is something which is very intimate.
Yeah. पहले बता दूं सबको, ये जो घंटी का साउंड इफेक्ट था ये हमने पोस्ट में नहीं डाला है. This is only when people like Hitesh come on to these shows that magical poetic things start happening. ये नहीं डाला है हमने. This is not post.
हाँ, ये मेरे घर पे बज गई घंटी.
हाँ, तो आपका फिल्म वाला गेस्ट आया, टीवी वाला वो हमें पता नहीं.
अभी कोई गेस्ट नहीं आया क्योंकि लॉकडाउन है. I am sure it's one of the friends of my kid who wants to play outside.
So, the way you explain your process, जैसे आप approach करते हो writing को, आपने जब शुभ मंगल ज़्यादा सावधान लिखी, आपका process क्या था? आपने कहानी लिखी, 2 लाइनें लिखी, या 100 पन्ने एक गो में क्या लिखा?
सबसे पहले तो आइडिया आता है, the one line idea, कि हमें पता था हमें ये फिल्म बनानी है, because after the success of शुभ मंगल सावधान, once the script was done, we had not yet shot the film, but once we finished the script, we knew that we have something good in our hand. So we were discussing generally, what if this film is turned into a franchise, and what if we have a sequel to it, and it would be a thematic sequel. So that's when the idea struck in our personal discussions in the office, in the production house, that what if it's a story about 2 men falling in love, And what if the film, the crux of the film is about one of the guy's father and the conversation between the father and the son. And that struck me that it looked like a natural progression of the first film, Shubh Mangal Saavdhan. So when that struck, when we agreed upon that, that's when I start writing. I don't write the story. I don't write the character arc or anything. What I write, what I call it, is a mood board.
Okay.
How visual designers of any kind put on their notice board a mood board kind of a thing. The color scheme, the textures and everything, the photographs that resemble illustrations, anything that resembles their, that depicts their idea. I write a mood board in terms of words. I create a mood through my words. So I write a 5-pager, which is not the story, but it ends at the point where the film begins. So I write about, so in case of Shubh Mangal Zyada Saavdhan, I wrote about Shankar Tripathi's youth.
Okay.
How he rebelled against his father for something, for wearing shorts at home. It's a different story altogether. So I wrote that, and while writing that, all these characters came in. Shankar Tripathi's character, the father's character became clear to me. The family became clear to me. Kali Gobi came in, how a genetically modified version of Gobi will come into the film. Goggle's character came in. And the fact that these two boys, how the father discovers them kissing in the train. So the element of the train came in that mood. And it ended at the point where the father sees them kissing. So that's when once that mood board is created, that's when I start thinking about the film, what will happen inside the timeline of the film. And once that starts, I spend around 2 to 3 months just making lots of notes in my notebook. And I just jot down any kinds of thoughts. I do a lot of emotional research. I talk to people. I read a lot of articles, newspaper articles, clippings. I watch a lot of stuff, films. And I jot down any idea that I get in terms of a line. It can be a scene. It can be anything. Once that is done, once I am up to the brim with my ideas that I can't think anymore, that's when I start writing, and I start from the first scene itself. And I then build it up scene by scene by scene, because what I believe is that makes my stories or films or screenplays a little unpredictable. And yes, it takes a little time when I write like this, but it's very fulfilling for me when so even just 15 minutes before the narration of my film, I can get a scene idea, I can put it. And that's how far I stretch it. That Ilaichi wala scene, Shubh Mangal Zyada Saavdhan mein jo Ilaichi wala scene hai, where they kiss in the wedding. So that scene literally came 10 minutes before my narration was supposed to happen. क्योंकि मैंने किस तक पहुंचा दिया था उनको, but मुझे ये नहीं समझ आ रहा था अब यहाँ से निकलूं कैसे. How will the scene end? And I didn't want to end it in a morose manner, I just didn't want to let it go. Yeah. So that thing is very important for me in my writing, that when I write, I don't like to let go of any scene till I've juiced it out completely.
Interesting. So I think, sir, जब एक templatized process की बात होती है, that you write a log line, you explore an idea, etc., तो उसमें I think कहीं ना कहीं there are more landmarks for you to be able to constantly test if the idea is working or not. But आपका process, and a whole lot of other young aspiring writers who may be watching this, they may not know traditional processes, or they may not be able to get maximum output from within themselves through these processes.
True.
So from a writer's perspective, how do you judge, and at what point do you believe that the idea is worth pursuing or not? And how do you stay away from, like, अपने आप को excitement से कैसे रोकते हो? जैसे काली गोभी का idea आया होगा, तो अपने आप को कभी ये नहीं बोला यार ये कितना stupid है. How do you judge the idea for its merit?
See, दिमाग में neurons होते हैं जो fire करते हैं. So आपको पता है अगर मैं A बोलूँगा तो आप B बोलोगे, because that's how your brain has learned to remember. A के बाद B आता है, B के बाद C आता है. So you have to train your neurons in such a way that they fire at will. तो मैं ए बोलूंगा तो आप ए के बाद ओए भी बोल सकते हो या अब ए भी बोल सकते हो. So you need to create a language for yourself. You need to train your brain, your neurons to fire in a certain way that you get ideas, and only you can tell first. You are your first audience. If you are laughing at your joke, then it is working, because मेरे जैसे कुछ तो होंगे. And once you start doing it every day, you get used to it. Also, so you know that अच्छा ये इतना अच्छा नहीं आया, इसमें और आ सकता है, इसमें और आ सकता है. So you keep doing it, rewriting. But when you do it for 7, 8, 10 years, and you keep doing it, somewhere you get a hang of it, and you know that this is going to work or this is not going to work. Also, television took away a lot of my doubts in terms of the fear of the blank page. When I wrote for television में deadlines ऐसी होती है कि you have to deliver. You can't wait for the best idea or the greatest idea on this earth to deliver, because entire unit is waiting and you just got the screenplay 2 hours back, and you are expected to write a 20-page or an 18-page episode within a matter of hours, many times or most of the times. So then you can't wait for it. So वो practice करते एक आपको सोचने की आदत पड़ जाती है. Then over a period of time क्या होता है television में, when I used to write, मैंने आज लिखा, वो कल shoot हुआ और परसों वो TV पे आ रहा है. So you are getting instant feedback of your own writing. How did the actor deliver it? How did the director direct it? Whether the joke landed or whether the emotion landed or not. आपको within 2 days पता चलता है. So if you keep watching your work being televised or being dramatized, you will get to know, oh, I failed there. Here, if the edit pattern was different, this would have worked. तो आपको अपनी writing के बारे में, अपनी staging के बारे में, अपने material के बारे में बहुत सीखने को मिलता है. Once you see your work happening at such a quick rate, गिरेंगे नहीं तब तक सीखेंगे नहीं चलना. तो गिरना जरूरी है. वो मटेरियल आए और वो टेलीविजन पे आ रहा है या फिल्म पे आ रहा है या कहीं पे भी आ रहा है और it falls flat on the face. That feeling in the gut, sinking feeling, is very important, because that's when you will put a price on your every scene, every line, and every film.
I actually want to take you back to something that you said. आपने कहा writer's block, which is also called the fear of the blank page. For example, जैसे आपको तो इतने साल हो गए हैं अब लिखते हुए, जब writer's block होता है, या although आपने हमें बताया कि you trained yourself, your brain in such a way कि आप you're practicing it every day, but even for that matter कि जब भी हुआ है, is there a particular technique that you use to come out of it, or do you just like leave the thought process for that moment and you breathe and take a break? आप क्या करते हो?
Writer's block तो मतलब actually बताऊं तो 90% of the time a writer's life goes into this block. You are writing only 10% of the time. बाकी block ही होता है. So it is मतलब you're born with it. You're born with a block. So, and the job is to get past it. And each time the block can be an entire city. It's not just one block. पूरा शहर होता है. So, like in Shubh Mangal Zyada Savdhan, I have finished the first half in 3 months flat. And I thought, हो गया अब तो second half 3 और महीने 6 महीने में मेरी script खत्म. The second half, it took me 9 months.
Wow.
3 times the first half. And out of those 9 months, I would say 7 months were writer's block. I didn't write. I couldn't write. I used to write, erase, rewrite. Nothing stuck. But the only thing that I did was that I didn't leave it. You give up. You should give up as a writer, but you should give up every day. So you start today, and if you can't write for 3-4 hours, you shut your laptop or notebook, whatever you're using, and just give up. But then come back again next day. I keep trying. और हर try में से कुछ ना कुछ एक रह जाता है. And ultimately, that finally it comes together. And so the Shubhankar Zyada Savdhan ka second half took me a week. In the end,
wow.
it took me a week to write. I changed the entire second, the final climax and everything within a week, and it worked. So, and it happened one day before the narration was supposed to happen. So, what I also try to do is announce the deadline myself. मैं पहले बोल देता हूँ, अच्छा इस दिन narration होगा.
Oh, so you.
हाँ, तो मैं सबको बोल देता हूँ, मैं नरेट कर रहा हूँ. अब नरेशन से 3 दिन पहले तक मेरे पास कुछ नहीं है, पर फिर भी मैं बोलता रहता हूँ कि इन द होप कि अंदर कुछ जाग जाएगा और आ जाएगा आइडिया. कई बार ये भी होता है कि नरेशन वाले दिन तक नहीं आता है, तो फिर मैं कैंसिल कर देता हूँ. And you get embarrassed. It's okay to be embarrassed.
सोच नहीं आई है अभी.
Fortunately अब हितेश को इक्विपमेंट साइन नहीं कराना पड़ता ना NID में कि यही 4 दिन मिलेंगे शूट करने के लिए. तो
अगर मैं बताऊं तो my first short film in NID, समीर आहूजा भी टीवी देख रहे हैं. So our faculty Arun Gupta, he was my guide and he was pretty strict. और मैं हमेशा की तरह मैंने डेडलाइन अनाउंस कर दी, मैंने हाथ खड़ा कर दिया कि मैं सबसे पहले फिल्म बनाऊंगा और पूरे बैच में. तो अब मेरे पास 1 हफ्ता 2 हफ्ते थे स्क्रिप्ट सोचने के लिए. वो 2 हफ्ते कैसे गए मुझे पता नहीं चला. मैं सोचता रहा, पर मेरे पास मैं आइडिया तक नहीं क्रैक कर पाया कि मुझे किस पे फिल्म बनानी. अब 2 दिन रह गए थे and I went to him and I said, I am changing the idea. And he literally fired me. He said, I am not your guide. I don't know what you are doing. You do whatever you want to do. And I went back. उसमें से भी 1 दिन निकल गया और मुझे आइडिया नहीं आया. Finally, on the last day, I cracked the one line of what I want to do. And I didn't have scenes, so I cracked a structure. I just wrote 6 lines. Those were my 6 scenes. And then I went on shoot. I just scouted for locations within the campus. And I wrote the film on the day of the shoot. आज क्या शूट करना है वो 2 सीन लिख दिए. कल क्या शूट करना है वो 2 सीन लिख दिए. When I went to the editing table, I realized it's not making sense at all. And that's when the final level of writing came, which is the editing, where you make the film again. And I put in another external source, which was the footage of a TV, recorded footage of television. And I used it to structure my entire film. And finally, a 12-minute film was made from that. And it was a pretty good film for a first effort. But I know that uski koi script hi nahi, aaj tak nahi uski script.
So, Hitesh, a question which is in relation to this, since you said, in inner research, inner voice, since the focus is so much on developing an inner voice, does a writer also at some point in time run out of stories? क्या आपको वो डर लगता है that I may run out of stories to tell?
हाँ, मुझे हर रोज लगता है कि आज तो मैं नहीं लिख पाऊंगा. So like I said, self-doubt is my friend. I was born with it. तो मुझे तो हर रोज ये डर लगता है. और वो डर ही कहीं ना कहीं इतना मतलब ऐसा पैटर्न बन जाता है. I don't know if it's a negative pattern or a positive pattern. But मुझे जब तक वो डर नहीं लगता, मुझे लगता है कि मैं लिख नहीं पाऊँ. पहले मुझे वो डर लगना जरूरी है कि मैं नहीं कर पाऊँ.
लास्ट सवाल, ये टेक्निकल सेक्शन खत्म. हम उसमें सवाल ये है कि 20 साल से you've been writing and words, you're used to a certain process. अकेले बैठ के कोने में लिखना. You basically write in a cave. A writer writes in a cave. He's used to a certain kind of lifestyle. But now that you've become a director, what prompted that decision? And how difficult was the transition, and what were some challenges that you faced in that transition?
Right. See, writing was something which has always come a little natural to me from my childhood or teenage years. So that has been my expression. Visual, as a director, I've had to hone that aspect of mine. Also, that comes from a very selfish motive of कि no other director can do justice to my writing. तो मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. नहीं, ये तो मैं ज़्यादा अच्छा कर लूँगा. तो ये एक superiority complex एक हमेशा से था, होना चाहिए, होता है या मुझे नहीं पता. बट मेरे अंदर था कि नहीं मुझे नहीं मजा आएगा, कोई और करेगा. ये तो ऐसे होना था. ये तो चाहे वो edit pattern हो, चाहे वो कुछ हो. तो वो था हमेशा से. So I've always looked at myself as a writer director, frankly.
Okay.
Oh.
So this became, but I also knew that writing is my best foot forward. So I entered the industry through my writing, and then my writing launched the director in me. So मैंने for my first film I literally relied on the writer inside me, frankly. I didn't let the director have that much a say. मैंने अपने डायरेक्टर को बोला कि तू पहली फिल्म बना रहा है, तू जो लिखा है बस वो कर दे. I knew my plus points, and my plus points were performance, to getting that performance out, to get the nuances right through my writing. So I just focused on these two things. And as I go along in my journey as a writer-director, I would like to definitely let the director take the front seat and let the writer do the back seat writing.
But कभी लड़ाई हुई डायरेक्टर राइटर की ऑन सेट?
नहीं, हम दोनों की बहुत अच्छी बनी.
बहुत अच्छी.
I think वो घर से लड़के आते होंगे.
हाँ, वो लड़ाई हो चुकी थी पहले.
क्यों सबके सामने क्यों लड़ाई कर दी है? हम घर से करके आएंगे.
Exactly.
Okay, हितेश, here's a surprise. हमने ये आपको बताया नहीं था, पर ना हमारे हर एपिसोड में से एक फन सेक्शन होता है जिसमें हम बहुत ही सुपर डम सवाल करते हैं.
Okay.
वैसे तो शिव हमेशा मेरे पे डाल देता है, पर ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. मेरा पहला सवाल है, आपने इतने साल टीवी के लिए राइटिंग करी है, क्या आपने कभी ठड़न वाला सीन लिखा?
नहीं, मैंने नहीं लिखा, पर मेरे लिखे हुए सीन कई बार ऐसे हो जाते हैं.
तो डायरेक्टर ने या किसी ने सेट पे बोल दिया होगा, चलो वो वाला दे दो.
नहीं, देखो बहुत मजा आता है. टीवी लिखने का एक अलग मजा है. It has taught me a lot, and you need to enjoy that medium a lot. It's very different than film. तो कई बार मजा क्या आता है टीवी में, मैं बताता हूँ, बिलिंग होती है पर एपिसोड. ठीक है. अब सपोज आई हैव रिटन लॉट्स ऑफ रोमांसेस इन टेलीविजन. तो मजा तब आता है जब प्यार हो जाता है, क्योंकि उसमें स्क्रीन पे में क्या लिखा आता है दैट हीरोइन कम्स फ्रॉम द लेफ्ट एंड टिपिकल मिल्स एंड बून्स के कैरेक्टर प्रोटोटाइप्स होते हैं, एंड द हीरो कम्स फ्रॉम द राइट, एंड दे बोथ, वो दोनों टकराते हैं, एंड देन वो उसकी बाहों में गिर जाते हैं. ठीक है. अब इसके बाद एक पूरा 2-3 मिनट का गाना चलता है, स्लो मोशन शॉट्स होते हैं, और टीवी में एक बहुत ही टिपिकल टर्म यूज किया जाता है, लुक. He is looking at her and she is looking at him. तो अगर स्क्रीन प्ले में
वायलेंस बज रहे हैं बेसिकली बैकग्राउंड में.
हाँ, और अगर स्क्रीन प्ले में लिखा हुआ है लुक, तो मतलब आपके 3 मिनट ये विजुअल ले लेगा. उस 3 मिनट के आपको डायलॉग नहीं लिखने हैं, पर आप बिलिंग करोगे.
जैसे एक टीवी की ऐड आई थी ना, लार्ज स्क्रीन टीवी की, कि वो लड़का वहां से भाग रहा है, वो लड़की वहां से भाग रही है, वो टीवी इतना बड़ा है कि वो भागे जा रही
नहीं पा रहे.
हाँ, तो ऐसे बहुत सारे मोमेंट्स आते हैं टेलीविजन में जब an entire scene is nothing but about look.
एक क्वेश्चन और, मेरे को राइटर्स जो है ना, जो the guys who are responsible for creating this imagery of characters and actors, they don't seem to be अपने टुवर्ड्स ही बड़े अच्छे नहीं हैं. तो जब भी राइटर्स ने ट्रेडिशनली राइटर्स के कैरेक्टर्स लिखे हैं, हाँ, वो बेचारे किस्मत के थपेड़े खाते हुए क्यों लिखे हैं? Why has it, जैसे शाहरुख खान कहते हैं ना कि गुर्बत में क्रिएटिविटी नहीं होती, तो क्या सारे राइटर्स की रिप्रेजेंटेशन गरीब है? क्या गरीब होते हैं राइटर्स? क्या सीन है ये? Why this stereotype?
ये स्टीरियोटाइप आई थिंक पुराना एक बना हुआ है जिसको तोड़ना पड़ेगा, अपने आप टूटेगा, कि राइटर्स आर्टिस्ट होते हैं और आर्टिस्ट गरीब होता है. हाँ, तो ये I think what it meant, why it came into being, is that all artists need to be close to the ground. They need to be grounded. They can't fly high like their characters do, because they need to put their ear to the ground to tell those stories which are relatable. I will not be able to write about middle class if I have not lived a middle class life.
Right, yeah.
I will not be able to write about some things which are not lived, experienced, or seen from close quarters, or at least seen around me. तो वो जुड़ जाता है. तो ये बहुत राइटर्स के लिए बहुत जरूरी होता है, या एनी काइंड ऑफ आर्टिस्ट के लिए बहुत जरूरी होता है कि चाहे वो कितनी भी ऊंची उड़ान भरे, उसको वापस जमीन पे उतरना पड़ता है फॉर हिज नेक्स्ट स्टोरी और नेक्स्ट क्रिएशन. तो you can't get comfortable. The day you get comfortable as an artist, I think that starts your descent as a creative person. So this constant, that's why I said self-doubt is very important. You need to check your material. You need to check yourself again and again. Have I stepped away too far? Am I doing justice to my voice again? एक मैंने किसी डॉक्यूमेंट्री में सिटीजन क्लोथ्स करके एक डॉक्यूमेंट्री है, उसमें मैंने एक बहुत अच्छी लाइन सुनी थी that we work so hard as an artist to create our own signature, and we don't realize that over a period of time we become prisoners of our own style. हम पहले उस तक पहुंचने की कोशिश करते हैं कि ये मेरी कहानी, ये मेरा वॉइस, ये मेरी तरह की कहानी, पर हम वो इतनी प्रैक्टिस करते हैं अपने सिग्नेचर की कि हमसे कुछ और होता नहीं, and we become a prisoner of our own style. So it is a constant struggle for any artist. So I think this stereotype of an artist being garib is actually an artist should be grounded.
Wow. I think before we let you go, Hitesh, एक question. आपने Game of Thrones देखा है?
यार मैं सच्ची बताऊं, मैं ना रात को देखता हूं.
आपके अंदर का राइटर ने गाली नहीं दी उसने फिनाले में?
यार देखो, मैं एक बात बताऊं, मैं ना रात को देखता हूँ टेलीविजन, तो रात को बिकॉज आई गेट अप अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग, मैं अक्सर चीजें देखते देखते सो जाता हूँ. सो आई हैव ओनली सीन फर्स्ट 2-3 एपिसोड्स ऑफ द फर्स्ट सीजन, एंड उसके बाद मेरी हिम्मत नहीं हुई, क्योंकि हर साल एक नया सीजन आता गया और अब 10 सीजन हो गए, तो अब मेरी हिम्मत नहीं हो रही, बहुत बैकलॉग हो गया.
बट ऐसा कोई as any piece of writing on the OTT platform that people are going mad over and you're like मतलब
which you think is overrated?
मतलब क्यों हुआ है Stranger Things?
I liked Stranger Things, but the third season I didn't like at all. So I just
I'm with you on that.
सो गया.
तो 4th एपिसोड के बाद मैंने देखना बंद कर दिया. बट ऐसा बहुत कम होता है, मैं देखता ही नहीं हूँ. फिर अगर मेरा मन हट जाता है तो then I stop it.
But अगर आपको for example like if you are to suggest things for people to watch, अब तो हमारे पास 2 हफ्ते और है, कोई मूवी
शुभमंगल ज्यादा सावधान देखना.
आपके पीछे वो क्या पड़ा है, तो जरा आप आगे लाएंगे.
ये
strategically placed.
One of my very good friends, television writer Gautam Hegde, made this and gifted it to me on the day of the release of the film.
Wow.
And it's a beautiful piece of work which he gifted, and I've kept it, and I've strategically placed it so that you can see it in the background. So
now it is not strategic at all. Now it's not strategic
now
at
it's
all.
in your face. Now it's in your face like the film.
Yeah.
अलावा बता दो, हम जैसे लोग क्या देखें? Anything that you felt is like a brilliant piece of writing.
I loved recently. I watched this Malayalam film Android Kunjappan.
Okay, I'll write this and link if people.
ये मुझे I love that. Then I saw this show called Unorthodox. It's a mini series, and I love that. I love sports films. So एक बहुत अच्छी फिल्म है, Bleed for This. It's a Bleed for This.
Bleed for This. Okay.
It's on box. It's a true story on a boxer.
Okay.
Yeah. So I love these kind of narratives. Underdogs is the theme of my life.
Yeah, I think ऐसे underdogs की story सबको मुबारक हो, सब ऐसे underdogs बने. And if being an underdog produces such brilliant work, then all the more power to all the underdogs in the world.
Thank you so much.
But thank you so much for being a part of this. It was seriously a pleasure. और कुछ नहीं तो शिवर, मैंने ये तो बिल्कुल अचीव कर लिया है कि आप हमारे एपिसोड पे आ गए.
Yeah. Thank you again. Thank you for doing this.
Bilkul. Thank you. Bye.
Lovely. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.